Good afternoon, Good Shepherd. It is Wednesday, November 3rd, the feast of Richard Hooker, who wrote one of the great works of Anglican theology, The Laws of Ecclesiastical Polity, a work from which we get the sort of well-known description of Anglican theology that we think through our questions on the basis of scripture, tradition, and reason. So that comes a lot from Richard Hooker. And so it's always a great day when I'm reminded of that fact. Speaking of great days, we had a great Youth Sunday last week. And I'm so grateful for the participation of all of our youth, the Bowermaster kids of Annika Mullen, Rachel Blackburn, Simon Harrison, Eric Ernest, all of them did such a great job, and it was a fabulous Sunday. Rachel's sermon homily is available on our YouTube channel. I think there will be a link coming out to that sometime soon. So if you didn't get to see or hear it, you should have an opportunity pretty quickly. But anyway, a great Youth Sunday as always, and so wonderful to be able to do it in the church again rather than just online. So look forward to the next one. Speaking of the next one, Faith Forums during November will all focus on gratitude. Deacon Nadine will be offering a 3-week series on spirituality and gratitude. They will be at 9:15 each Sunday morning, beginning this coming Sunday, and then again at 7 p.m. Via Zoom. So you have 2 opportunities to engage in conversations about spirituality and gratitude, and the links, all of those things will be made available in time for you to participate. And then in December, we will return to the Living Compass series that we've used the last Advent, and then again in Lent, a series of meditations that we use, and then we come together and discuss on Sunday mornings. So again, more information about that will be coming out as we draw nearer to Advent 1, which is the last Sunday of November this year. Stewardship, we are doing okay, but we are not done. And so you can see how far we have come when you walk in the church. And I know that there will probably be some announcement in the e-news tomorrow. But please, if you have not submitted your pledge, please do so. We are starting the budgeting process. And of course, our budget is based on what we expect for pledging. And it's helpful to know what we expect rather than just to see it come in. So if you have not made your pledge, please spend some time in prayer and do that. If you haven't received a pledge packet, we may not have your snail mail address, or you may have lost it. There are additional cards and information right inside the door at the church, or if you call the church office, we can mail you a new one. I mentioned last week that we were going to be making some changes for our Christmas schedule. And I just want to sort of give you advance notice of what that's looking like right now. Again, we're making these changes for this year. I'm hoping that by 2022, we will be back in a place, both in terms of attendance as well as in terms of what the situation with COVID and all of that is. I hope we'll be back in a place where we can go back to something that's a little bit more as we've remembered. But this year, of course, Christmas also falls in terms of the week in kind of an odd way, with Christmas being on a Saturday. And so there's a lot that could be mashed together, and we just don't have the volunteer strength or the staff strength this year to do things as we have done in the past. So we will have services on Christmas Eve, 12/24, at 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. Only 2 services on Christmas Eve. We will not have a service on Christmas Day because the next day is the first Sunday after Christmas. So again, because of the compression of the season, we will have 1 service on Sunday, the 26th, and that will be at 9 o'clock. as we normally do our one service schedule. So that's what we're doing right now. There's still a number of things that are up in the air. We haven't finalized how we might be doing a pageant. Of course, that depends on kids and participation and things like that. And I would really like, and I will schedule one, to have a conversation with folks who attend the 7:45 Sunday morning service, primarily through Zoom, because all of these other services would be conducted in the sanctuary, and it's very difficult for us to produce something in the sanctuary right now, given our audiovisual limitations. And so I would really like to talk with folks who are primarily online attendees to find out how we can really provide a wonderful Christmas set of services or service for you in this still very, very strange time. This strange time, of course, you're watching the news and hearing it, that COVID cases are still going up. Hospital beds are still full. So if you are eligible for a vaccine, go get that vaccine. If you are eligible for a booster, go get that booster. And don't forget to get your flu shot. All of those things are becoming a little bit more important right now, because as the weather cools down, that means that the ability for some of these viruses to thrive is going up. And so we want to make sure that we do everything possible to ensure our health and the health of all of those with whom we come in contact, especially those at the church. And the last thing I want to say, the second to the last thing, is that we're going to start putting in the e-news. I don't know if we'll have it ready for this week, but starting next week, another sort of regular feature called Help Wanted. There are a lot of things that we could use help with at the church that are not like work day items. They may be some technological things. They may be some assistance with some database stuff. There may be, other kinds of things. And so, especially as we are without a communications director, some things, as when we move towards Christmas, in terms of communications, are going to become a little more important. We've got some screens that we can use a little bit better if we had somebody who knew how to operate screens in the building. So there are some things. So start watching for that. And if you can answer one of those calls for help, that would be great. These are ministries that are every bit as vital as altar guild or lector or Eucharistic minister or musician or teaching. All of these are ministries, and some of them are certainly 21st century ministries. And if the Apostle Paul were writing to the Corinthians or the Romans, he might include some of those in those lists of things to which people have been given gifts. So I look forward to seeing you this coming week in one way or another. And remember that tonight, it's Wednesday, so tonight at 8:45, Compline via Zoom. And there will be a reminder going out later today, I know. So I look forward again to seeing you soon. Have a good rest of the week. And remember, fall back with your clocks.